you can definitely beat my score. For this team, we're actually abusing Eira's AI targeting. So we put Ophelia at the top leftmost place. She will be targeted by Eira constantly, meaning we don't need to build speed on her, and we just focus on damage. So let's look at our setup, and as I mentioned, you just stack damage on her. Now the reason why I think you get a higher score is because I don't have skill ups on my Ophelia. If you were to get skill ups on her, her third skill will go off constantly, and that is all of your damage. So we're using the Witch to constantly have attack up, as well as some other buffs. Potentially you can use Sahua, but you'll have to do testing yourself for that. Next up we're using Meredith for her speed up, her speed lead, and overall her healing. Then we're using Unky because he lets us reduce our cooldowns and he works in tandem with the Witch. But keep in mind you do have to have the attack up to reduce the cooldown. And then we're using Eira, who reduces the cooldowns on Ophelia while also letting her kind of get that Chronos buff to jump ahead in the gauge. Abusing this interaction is how we get really high scores and consistently get EX++. We do this on Shadowfire as well if you want to check that out. Lastly, we're using Vermilion Bird to give us a lot more damage as well as boost up our AP throughout the whole fight. So for this team, it's kind of hard to determine the turn order, but it should be along the lines of Meredith, Eira, Witch, Unky, the Vermilion Bird, and lastly Ophelia. I think the biggest influence on score will be adjusting Ophelia's speed, and that's because when she does enough damage, she forces the boss to take a turn, and depending where our other espers are on the bottom little gauge thing, will determine how well we can get the multiplier up. Sorry about my voice, I got a little bit of a cold, so I'm just going to go ahead and kick on some music, and you guys can just enjoy the show. So this team performs incredibly well, and if you have these espers, I would definitely invest in this team. You can definitely surpass my score and easily get EX++. So I look forward to seeing you on the top of the leaderboards. Thank you for watching, and if you'd like to see content like this, please like and subscribe.